Hi friends, my name is Christina. I am a practical witch and intuitive tarot reader here on YouTube. I make new videos every full moon, new moon, sometimes in between. Today we are doing a pick a card reading to find out what your person is interested in, secretly desires about you. Please keep in mind that this is a 18 and up video. So if you are not an adult, please click off. We will be discussing mature and intimate topics as this is a bedroom tarot video. So if that's not something that you're interested in, get the heck out of here. But if you are interested in it, we are going to be going into the out in the open desires, the dark desires, the secret desires, what will give them the most pleasure, and then any advice for you in this connection. So if that sounds good to you, then stick around. But first, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube-y things. We are still a brand new baby channel. It really helps me in the algorithm. I respond to all of my commenters because you guys make my day. Consider joining the coven and hitting the subscribe button. You'll get notified every time I make a new video. And also, I am available for private readings. If that's something that you feel called to or interested in, check out all the information in the description box. So with all that being said, let me introduce you to my piles. First things first, we've got pile number 1, which is the Wandering Star Tarot deck and this lepidolite crystal. It's been a minute since we've done crystals on the channel, so I thought I'd bring them back. For pile number 2, we have the White Newman Tarot deck and this beautiful rose quartz sphere. Oh, the base was stuck on it, guys. So this rose quartz sphere. And then for pile number 3, we have the Mind's Eye Tarot and these 2 carnelian crystals here. So please remember that all tarot is timeless. Take what resonates with you and discard the rest. Never rob yourself of your own agency. You make the decisions, tarot does not. This is just helpful information to apply to your life as you see fit. But if you feel yourself getting triggered or upset by any of these messages, please click off the video, engage in self-care, and come back when you feel called to, or don't. That's okay too. We are gonna go ahead and get into our meditation now that I have done my disclaimers, and then you can jump to the timestamp in the description box down below to get into your message from Spirit. If you already feel called to one of these piles, feel free to go ahead and jump into it. But if not, we're gonna take a couple of deep breaths, try to check in with our intuition, and then go ahead and select our pile. So take one big deep breath in with me. Fill up your lungs as much as you possibly can. Try to hold it at the top. And then when you're ready, exhale. Emptying your lungs, settling into your body. Give me one more big inhale. Feeling your chest rise as you expand, holding it at the top. And then whenever you're ready, exhale. Relaxing your shoulders, unfurrowing your brow, getting more grounded. Finally, we're gonna take one last deep breath in. Hold it at the top, really feeling your chest cavity expand. And then whenever you're ready, whoosh, empty all of the air out of your lungs. Get grounded, check in with your intuition, and find out which of these piles is right for you. Hi, pile 1. If you guys chose the Wandering Star Tarot and this lepidolite crystal, then this is your reading. First things first, don't be freaked out. This is just what the table looks like to help us get a better understanding of your person's secret desires, okay? We've got the Lovers to represent what's out in the open between the two of you, the Devil to represent their dark desires, the Moon to represent their secret desires, the Sun, which will represent what will truly bring them happiness and pleasure, and then Judgment, any advice for you in the connection, okay? So again, this is not your reading, but we are going to get into it with the Wandering Star Tarot deck and pull clarifiers for all of these energies for you and your person. Okay, so clear and concise messages for pile 1 and their person's intimate desires. Clear and concise messages. Please show me the Lovers. Show me the Lovers for pile 1's person. Seven of Pentacles, Six of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. Okay, so the person that you're connecting with currently, that you're thinking about for this reading, their desires that are out in the open, they absolutely want a long-term connection with the Seven of Pentacles, something that's going to yield something fruitful, right? Like, that's obvious. This isn't a fling. This isn't somebody that wants quick energy. This is someone that wants a lot of consistency and stability in their intimacy. We also have the Six of Cups. in reverse though. So they don't want things to feel old, right, or stagnant. I don't think that this is someone that reminisces on the past. They are interested in trying new things. They might be a little bit of an experimentalist, but generally just pretty adventurous, and that's kind of out in the open. That's confirmed with the Seven of Cups here. They like choice, they like to have options. There's somebody that really enjoys trying new things, even if it works out poorly, right? They just kind of feel like, well, now I know that I don't like that thing. And that's kind of their overt, intimate energies, right? Now let's get into the Devil. Let's see the Devil here. What is your person's dark desires? The Lovers is really just serving more as an energy check to confirm that this is your reading, pile one. But now we're gonna get into the spicy stuff. So show me pile one's person's dark desires. Queen of Wands, Eight of Swords, and the Death card. Okay. All right, so let's get started. First things first, the Queen of Wands. This person has an interest in some dependency, right? So this could be like a sort of slave-master dynamic, something that has to do with like subservience. But essentially the Queen of Wands is a card of interdependence, right? Like passion and individuality. But since it's in reverse, like I'm getting that energy of like their dark desires, you know, like something that maybe doesn't seem sort of taboo or non-conventional, is to engage in this sort of kind of a dynamic where one person gives over agency to the other, right? There's that codependency, that need. There could be some sort of like age play here with that, right? Take what resonates with you. But ultimately the general energy here is that dependability, right? There needs to be a lack of independence in the sexual energy, that it's very interdependent, I'm sorry, it's very codependent, it's very connected, it's very, one person needs the other person, if that makes sense. We also have the Eight of Swords here. If you guys are returning subscribers, you know that's my bondage card. Like this person just wants to be tied up. However, though, it could be like knife play. That is something that people are interested in. So that could be something that your person likes. But I also see, again, like that sense of submission. I really think that they might be interested in submitting to you, right? Being tied up by you, being dependent on you. And then what's interesting is we have the Death card here as well for their dark desires, which is really interesting because typically the Death card is like about new beginnings, transformations, like cycles ending. But I feel like for your person, because it's coming up as their like dark desires, I feel like they have a desire maybe to like try different things that they wouldn't necessarily want to admit to, because again, out in the open, your person is pretty experimental and interested, but I'm getting a sense that they also want to experiment and try things that are a little bit on the darker side, a little bit on, again, just more of like the taboo. For some reason I'm getting like NCN, if you know what that is. I'm sorry, no, CNC, if you know what that is. Sorry, dyslexia brain. Don't necessarily go Google it. Hopefully I won't get flagged from the YouTube algorithm for mentioning it. Obviously everything that happens between people should be consensual, so never do anything unconsensually or unsafely. Always be safe and consensual in your practices. But I think your person might have an interest in some of those just darker, more taboo, like things that people don't necessarily want to talk about out in the open, right? But again, like it's more of a transformative energy. They're just kind of interested in like seeing what happens if they do it. It's not that they're like really that into it. It's more that like they just have this like dark experimentalist energy about them. Like they just want to try new stuff and see if it turns something on for them. And if it doesn't, then they're cool with it. And if it does, they're like, well, I'm so glad that I tried that, right? That I you know, created space in my life for that thing in my intimacy. Super interesting already. Love that, guys, pile one. Let's figure out the Moon card here for their secret desires. I mean, their dark desires are pretty spicy, but let's find out. I mean, you might have known that stuff already about your person, so let's find out their secret desires, stuff that you absolutely do not know about your person, or that they have not shared with you that you really have no idea about. So show me the Moon for pile number one's person. Show me the Moon for pile number one's person, please. Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Creator. Interesting. Why am I even called to look underneath? Ten of Wands. Oh my gosh. I don't know why, but I feel like they want to have a threesome. And I cannot really explain why. I think it's because we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. Oh gosh, and then the Five of Swords. Yeah, so multiple people. Okay, that's why I said that. All right, so they're interested in having a threesome, right? They're interested in sort of being like overwhelmed. It could even be like an orgy, like multiple people. But they're interested in having this like overwhelmed, passionate energy, right? And then the Five of Swords represents like multiple people in a conflict. So confirmation there. Again, they might not necessarily be communicating this because they don't necessarily know how you feel about it, right? But we also have the Ace of Pentacles, so starting something new and tangible in the 3D. But then the Eight of Pentacles and the Creator, for some reason, is kind of what made me feel like it was like bringing in other people's energies, right? Because it's this sense of like, I don't want to have to do the work. And I want to like create a situation that is really just like for them, right? And so I'm getting that very like, it's all about one person in that dynamic, right? Like that they just sort of want to have the focus be on them, which kind of makes sense given that your person is kind of interested in this like interdependency here with this Queen of Wands, right? So they're just, they don't want to have to do the work. They want it to be all about them and they want to have multiple people kind of focusing on them. That's a fantasy that they have and are afraid to communicate. If that's something that you're open to and interested in, then, you know, give your person space to communicate that with you, and then you guys, you know, might be able to enjoy that. Let's go ahead and look at the Sun. What is the Sun for pile number one's person? Show me the Sun, please, Spirit. Show me what will give them the most pleasure and ultimate happiness in their intimate energies. Five of Cups, Judgment, and the Five of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay, so I don't want you guys to be freaked out by the fives, because really what it's saying is that what brings this person the most happiness is that change, that constant change in their intimacy. And that makes sense because that continues to come up, right? That they want to try things, they want to experiment. Even if things go wrong, they're okay with that, right? They're just really interested in looking at opportunities and new opportunities. Even if it goes wrong, right? Like if a cup falls over, they're okay because they know they've got other cups to support them. They like to use their best judgment. They have like a lack of, you know, just, they're not a judgmental person. They're very open-minded. They want to stay open-minded. They want to stay in a place of like awakening where they constantly get to try new things. And then Five of Pentacles, yeah, they want to come in from out of the cold where they don't have to like deny their physical and sensual energies. They don't want to have to deny the things that are happening in the 3D at the physical, right? This could also be them wanting to watch you with someone else. So like take what resonates. There could be like a cuckolding fantasy in there. It doesn't have to be. That's just kind of something that came into my mind. So it could be for just like a really small portion of you. But mostly I feel like this person is saying like, I'm tired of hardship, right? And what really would make me happy is, again, like having that long-term, that stable energy with that Seven of Pentacles that came out from the very beginning. Was your person was very upfront about, or I'm sorry, you are very upfront about what it is that is, I'm sorry, your person is very upfront about what it is that they want, cheapers, in the connection. And this is sort of that reiteration of like, I want something that's tangible and in the 3D, that's strong in the 3D, right? That's not necessarily something that's gonna leave me unfulfilled, that's gonna leave me left out. I want something that's gonna be consistently engaging with that Judgment energy, because this is major arcana energy. This is big energy that's coming up. And your person has that in terms of the Death card for transformation, and then Judgment, which is sort of that like, in the traditional tarot, obviously death is death, and not like a literal death, but like the metaphorical death. And then Judgment is that awakening, that ascending into the heavens. There's like people coming out of the grave and cherubs are like trumpeting downward. So my point is that your person really, the major energy here around their intimate energies and their sexual energies has to do with that constant ability to continue to stay engaged, to continue to cycle through things, to always be learning, to always be stimulating themselves, and to always be pursuing something new and exciting in terms of intimacy, right? So I feel like that's great. If you're also someone that likes to try a lot of new things and like you want a partner that's gonna stay sexually engaged with you for a very long time, then yeah, this is exactly what your person is showing me, right? It's not flighty energy. It's not in and out. Like, this is someone that wants the same partner consistently, or partners consistently, right? And they want to be able to be their fully exposed self, like their fully open and vulnerable self in terms of their intimacy and stuff. Yeah, and I see the Six of Pentacles underneath, so that's just letting me know that they really want that fairness, balance, and reciprocity in their relationships where they get to be themselves. Show me judgment, please. Show me any advice for pile 1 around their person. Give me judgment, please. Give me judgment, Spirit. Three of Pentacles, King of Swords, and Ace of Swords. Okay, so be very careful about your communication here, pile 1. Why did I say pile 2? With the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords, there is going to be an opportunity to talk to your person. If they're, you know, far away from you, a crush, is someone that you're already in a relationship with, take what resonates, but there's going to be a moment that you're going to be able to communicate with them. So use a lot of maturity. Be careful with your words, okay? Make sure that you're being thoughtful and kind, and that you're really expressing your feelings from a place, from a heart space. Not like, don't be cruel, don't be enacting, don't be too logical and analytical, and be willing to do the work with your person, because, you know, they're gonna ask to do a lot of these things with you. And the advice from Spirit is to like say, be open to that. Be open to that collaboration with your person. Even if it's for things that you maybe necessarily wouldn't have been like open to in the first place. I'm not saying to like disregard your own boundaries. Absolutely not. But just be open-minded to stuff. Like, you might not have thought you'd be interested in something, and then your person is really excited about it, and so you're like, okay, maybe because they're so excited about it, I could try it, and you find that you like it, or you like it because your person is so excited about it and they're so into it with you, right? So it just don't take things too seriously is really what I want to say, right? Just don't take things too seriously. Be willing to do the work, and do not be too excuse me, do not be too hasty with your words. Just try to come from a place of softness here, and take advantage of that opportunity to collaborate, to communicate and collaborate with your person around this intimacy, okay? I think this was a positive reading. I feel like we got a lot of spicy energy here, pile 1. So please let me know in the comment section down below what I got right, what I got wrong, anything else that resonates with you. I would really appreciate it. I love getting comments from you guys. Thank you so much for letting me read from you, or for you. It is always a privilege and a pleasure. Leave me a cute little skull emoji to let me know if this was your reading. And if you're interested in a private reading from me, like I said in the introduction, feel free to check out the information on that in the description box down below. Hopefully I will see you guys in the next one. But in the meantime, take very, very good care of yourselves. Bye. Hi, pile 2. If you guys chose the White Newman Tarot deck and the Rose Quartz Sphere, then this is your reading, okay? First things first, don't freak out. This is not your reading here. I am just laying cards down on the table to let us concentrate our energies a little bit better, okay? So we have the Lovers here, the desires that are out in the open in your relationship. We have the Devil, the darker desires that your person might harbor. The Moon, the secret desires that they have that you do not know about or don't suspect. The Sun, what will bring them the most pleasure and joy. And then Judgment, any advice that Spirit has for you around the connection, okay? So let's go ahead and just get right into it. Show me the Lovers, please, Spirit, for pile number 2. Show me the Lovers, what's out in the open with pile number 2's person and their intimacy, this connection. What is pile number 2's person's out in the open desires around intimacy? Okay, so interesting. All right, so this person is somebody that I don't think actually communicates very much about what it is that they want out in the open. I think that they get stuck in a liminal space quite a bit, like a little bit of wishy-washy energy. And there's someone that feels a little bit stuck in their intimacy. It's very interesting. This person is getting, I don't know why, it feels very repressed. Let me look underneath the deck here. What just popped out? The Hierophant, yeah, they're a very traditional person. Interesting. And then the Hermit, yeah, very closed off Virgo energy. They're in the middle of a journey. They're in the middle of healing something right now when it comes to their intimacy. All right, Let's keep digging here. The Lovers is really just to serve as more of an energy check for you guys, pile 2. Take what resonates with you. The Devil, their dark desires and secrets will be a little bit more spicy. So let's go ahead and get into that. Show me the Devil, please. Show me the Devil for pile number 2 in their person. Show me the Devil for pile number 2. Queen of Swords, the King of Swords over here, 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords in reverse. All right, so let's just get started from the top. Queen of Swords. This person likes dirty talk. They might even have a little bit of a humiliation kink. I can't tell which way it's going, like if they want to talk that way to you or if they want you to talk that way to them. But this is someone that is interested in that sort of cutting communication, right? The 6 of Pentacles is still here though, so they are interested in a lot of fairness and balance. For some reason, I'm thinking like 69ing here, right? They want to give and receive at the same time, and that is like one of their darker fantasies. Or to like, because the 6 of Pentacles is it's about reciprocity, so this could be someone that's just also very into like giving pleasure, if that makes sense. Hopefully you're picking up what I'm trying to put down. And then with the 9 of Swords in reverse, this is somebody that really likes to get out of their head when they're engaging in intimacy. Like they don't want to think about it. This could also be someone that likes to do it in the middle of the night, right, in the early hours of the morning. They can't sleep, like that's something that they want to engage in, but it's really something that they just kind of like to lose themselves in, that they do not have to put too much thought into. This is a very spontaneous energy, right, that they just want to go, go, go. All right, let's go ahead and look at, I like that for you guys. Pile 2, let's go ahead and look at their secret desires, what they're maybe not communicating to you about in terms of their romantic energy, their intimacy. Show me the Moon, please. Show me the Moon for pile 2 and their person. Show me the Moon for pile 2's person. Makes a lot of sense that given how repressed their energy is, like this healing that they're doing, that this isn't like the spiciest compared to pile 1, for example, which was like out the gate was like, oh my gosh. All right, 4 of Swords in reverse, more of that Hierophant energy, the King of Pentacles, and the Strength card. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so for their secret desires that they're not communicating, for the 4 of Swords, this is that hermit energy, like this is baby hermit energy. So this is like getting quiet, getting contemplative, getting meditative. For this card in particular though, I see that they want to use like a lot of toys with you, like other things in the bedroom, other accessories, right? That can sort of amplify pleasure. I feel like they also really want to take their time with things, because the Strength card is also coming out here, and that is about being patient. I also just feel like I need to point out, this is also about silencing the inner critic. So they have a lot of like inner criticism that they deal with, and I think that's why it's hard for them to kind of open up about these things. So really try to like boost your person, their confidence as much as you can. Give them a lot of like verbal encouragement, right? Like tell them how desirable and appealing they are, and I think that will help bring some of this out. With the King of Pentacles here, man, it's so traditional because it's just giving more Hierophant energy. Like they could have Taurus in their chart, take what resonates. But again, that secret desire is just about like, it's about that stability, that long term. They really want to take their time with you. This is someone that wants to build something in the 3D, a very traditional, tangible intimacy, okay? Unfortunately, not super spicy, right? In terms of these secret desires, like, you know, I don't personally think that like using toys is like all that crazy. I do see with the Strength card here, they might have some sort of like furry fantasies because we do have the tiger on here. Take what resonates. but ultimately, like, this is someone that is critical. Again, there could be a little bit of that humiliation kink that they're like not really willing to communicate. That did come out with the Queen of Swords. They like to be talked dirty to, or to talk dirty to other people, but particularly in terms of humiliation and degradation. But also this could be someone that is very interested in the opposite, right? They could be interested in a praise kink and someone that really lifts them up and builds them up. Vice versa, I'm getting maybe like a little bit of daddy energy where they could be interested in having that dynamic where they tear you down to build you back up, right? And that they are this sort of pillar for you in their intimate energies. I think that's very spicy, pile 2. Let's go ahead and get into the Sun. I'm feeling called to just go ahead and get started. Temperance is coming out and the Page of Swords here. What would make them happy is watching you share your emotional waters with other people. Very cute. Okay, let's go ahead and get it. Show me the Sun, please. Show me the Sun for pile 2's person. Show me what would give them the most pleasure. Yeah, they would definitely enjoy watching you either with yourself or with others. I think what resonates. Show me the Sun. Oh, those 3 just like came right out. Let's look at that. The Hierophant, the Ace of Cups, and the 5 of Swords. So yeah, they definitely would enjoy watching you with another person, like I was saying. Let's see what else comes out. More, oh my gosh, just more confirmation of that. The 3 of Cups, they would enjoy watching you with another person. They would enjoy like sharing their energies and your energies with other people. Obviously, like threesomes are on the table there. Queen of Cups, what brings them the most happiness is like a very loving, compassionate intimacy, right? Again, they're a very traditional person. So even though like, you know, they could be interested in having multiple partners or sharing you with other people, like they still want it to be about emotionality and sensuality and connecting. And then with this Page of Cups, right, what brings them the most joy is having fun, right? Being whimsical, being a little bit childish, not taking things too seriously, having a laugh when being intimate, right? Just really taking the pressure off. Again, with the 3 of Cups, like that's a very like joyful, communal, like let's have fun, let's come together and celebrate and talk about our feelings, right? That's the energy that I'm getting here. That's what makes your person the happiest and the most fulfilled. But again, they could also have an interest in sharing you with others, watching you with others, having a little bit of a non-traditional situation when it comes to sharing you, right? All right, let's go ahead and look at Judgment so we can get advice for the situation. Any advice, Spirit, that you have for person number 2 and their connection? For pile number 2's person and their connection. Any advice? Show me Judgment. Show me Judgment, please, Spirit. Nine of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the Tower. Okay. Wow, and the 4 of Wands coming up underneath the deck. Wow, with the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Pentacles. All right, so the advice here is to step into this opportunity. It's destiny, it's calling to you, it's, you know, it's showing up tangibly in the 3D. Don't be afraid of things. Don't be a wounded warrior. It's okay, right, to acknowledge some of your hurt in the past. It's okay if things didn't work out. It's coming slowly, guys. The Tower is reversed, but it is going to be like a passionate and intimate connection. I don't know the history that you have with this person, right? But the advice that I'm getting here, don't be hasty. You know, there is intense passion. There is explosive energy here, right? But you need to temper it so that it doesn't exhaust you. All right, don't rush into anything too quickly. Let kind of the Wheel of Fortune turn at its own pace. The Page is coming, not the Knight, right? The Knight of Pentacles is in reverse, so we've got that knighted journey is on a delay, but there is a message coming in. There's this Page coming in. There's something a little bit lighter, a little bit softer, coming in due time. So try to be patient around that as much as you can, because it is an opportunity to move through something with this 4 of Wands, to come into rest and relaxation in this connection. So this was your reading, pile 2. I hope that it resonated with you and you got everything that you needed out of it. Please let me know in the comment section down below what I got right, what I got wrong, anything else that you guys would want to see in future videos. I would love to hear from you. I am available for private readings. All the information for that is in the description box down below, so check that out if that's something that you feel called to, but if not, no problem. I really appreciate you guys being here. It is always a privilege and a pleasure to be able to connect with your energies and the energies of your loved ones and the people around you in your life, so thank you so much for that. I hope that I see you guys in the next one, and in the meantime, take very, very good care of yourselves. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. If you guys chose the Mind's Eye Tarot, and these two carnelian crystals, then this is your reading. First of all, don't be scared. This is not your reading here. These are just cards to help us focus the energy and understand kind of the direction that we're going in the reading. So we've got the Lovers to represent the desires that are out in the open between you and your person. The Devil to represent their dark desires, things that they might keep hidden that are maybe a little bit unconventional. We've got the Moon here, their secrets, things that you're maybe not aware of that they desire. The Sun, what will give them the most pleasure and joy in the connection. And then Judgment, any advice that Spirit has for you around how to bring this into the 3D, okay? So let's just go ahead and get into it. Show me the Lovers, please, Spirit, for pile number 3's person. Show me the Lovers. What are the desires that they have that are out in the open? Show me the Lovers. This really serves just more as a general energy check for your connection, so take what resonates, guys. The Hermit, the Page of Cups, and the Six of Wands in reverse. Okay, your person is incredibly jealous. They are incredibly territorial over you, right? They want to keep you sort of locked away for themselves. They themselves are quite closed off and reclusive. They are very loving and compassionate and sweet and, you know, playful and all of those really fun things. This isn't like, I don't want to get like, they don't have you chained to the basement or anything crazy like that, right? This isn't giving Stockholm syndrome. It's for some reason that scene in Beauty and the Beast when Belle and Beast are throwing snowballs at each other is coming to mind, right? Where it's very playful and light and fun. But this person does have a jealous side, right? Where they don't like the way that other people look at you, that kind of thing, with that Six of Wands in reverse. All right, so show me the Devil. Let's go ahead and get into the darker, spicier stuff. Show me the Devil for pile number 3's person. Show me the Devil for pile number 3's person. Two of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Two of Wands. All right, so they're interested in maybe juggling back and forth. You know, you've got the Two of Wands and the Two of Pentacles, so two passions, two things in the physical 3D, and then the Chariot, which is Cancerian energy, the love boat, and it typically represents the Chariot with two sphinxes pulling it forward. So a lot of twos here. This could be somebody that is interested in, like I said, juggling two people back and forth. So threesome energy, take what resonates. It could just be that they're interested in you know, keeping the connection between two people, but since this is coming up in the Devil where it's supposed to represent more of the darker, like the more taboo desires, I do feel like this person wants to kind of alternate back and forth between two people. So it could be that they, you know, like want to enjoy you and another person and kind of like go back and forth between the two of you. It could be that they want to celebrate in 3 different ways, right? But there's this very passionate energy, like this very determined energy to just like keep moving, keep making connections, to like travel forward. Maybe they want to travel around and meet new people and then connect with those people with you, right? Or by themselves even, like they could just want to like travel around and like have an open relationship with others, right? But they are somebody that's interested in maybe like moving through liminal spaces, right? In that way, and making connections, right? In places like airports, like, that's why I say liminal spaces, because this Two of Wands is about being stuck in a liminal space. So they could very much want to travel and meet new people and make new connections that way, right? So that's what's coming up in the Devil energy here. I don't know why, but I'm feeling called to do more. I haven't done this for any of the other piles. Show me what else we have for the Devil here, please, Spirit. These 3 cards just came out, okay. 5 of Cups in reverse, the Star, and the Knight of Swords. Interesting. They want to reconnect with somebody from the past and have like hasty communication with them, right? There's like this 5 of Cups in reverse. They're tired of crying over spilled milk. right? There was some sort of a loss that they experienced. The Star is all about hopefulness and healing. It's also crying. And then the Knight of Swords, that like, that white knight energy, that haste, that swiftness, the courage to go on a journey and communicate. Like they want to do some sort of healing with someone. I don't know. Maybe that's why there's that juggling, that back and forth, that liminal space. Take what resonates, guys. But it's super interesting that that's coming up. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Maybe we'll get some more information and clarify the moon. Show me the moon, please. What are their secret desires that pile number 3 doesn't really have an idea about? Show me the secret desires that pile number 3 does not have an idea about. Show me the moon, please. Ace of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. Yep, they want communication with someone, I'm telling you. And then with that 6 of Cups, or I'm sorry, that 6 of Pentacles, fairness, balance, and reciprocity. But I am getting that sense of like, you know, that return to something in the past. And then the 10 of Wands, putting a burden down, being a little bit overwhelmed. So again, confirmation that some of their secret desires include having multiple people, multiple partners, that sense of overwhelm, right? Of being overwhelmed by pleasure and the people around you, just feeling like, okay, I can't even do it. I'm just going to let go. And it is what it is. Whatever happens, happens, right? But there is that fairness, balance, and equity. So for 6 of Pentacles, like I'm getting 69ing, things that allow them to be able to give and receive at the same time, like just sharing equal pleasure. But again, with the Ace of Swords, could be knife play, but I really feel like there's this like negative communication. So they could be into humiliation or like degradation kink, but I also feel like there is, as I was saying, the sense to talk to somebody from the past, maybe to get one over on somebody from the past. Like maybe they want someone from the past to like see them with you and for them to kind of understand that you guys have this hot and heavy connection, maybe to bring somebody in from the past and then have that sense of overwhelm, that like that's a dark fantasy that they have where they're like, oh my gosh, if I could just have like this person, like you and this other person at the same time, like that would be, you know, like that would be the most amazing thing, right? And I would be able to give fairly and equally to both of them, but I'm just like afraid to communicate that out in the open, right? Because understandable, not everybody would necessarily be open and receptive to that kind of a request. So take what resonates with you guys. We're gonna move on to the sun. What is pile number 3's person's sun? Show me the sun. What will give pile number 3's person the most pleasure? Show me the sun, please. What will give pile number 3's person the most pleasure? Show me the sun. All right, we've got the King of Wands. So quickies, hot, fiery passion, like that's my F-boy energy. They just want it to come on hot and heavy and strong. Just quickies, that's what I'm saying. 7 of Wands in reverse, they don't want a defensive energy. They really like that enthusiastic consent. As far as I'm concerned, that's a green flag, right? They really enjoy that enthusiasm of like you really wanting it. And then again, the 8 of Cups in reverse, knowing that you appreciate them, that they're valued, that their emotional waters and energy are valuable. This could again be like people from the past, like that jealousy that they have that keeps coming up. Right? Like that this is them looking back at other things and being like, I'm so much better off, or my person is so much better now, or you know, like it's that appreciation for the emotional waters. They also don't want to feel like you're gonna abandon them or leave them. They like that security, that safety, right? That could be a lot of where that jealousy stems from, is that abandonment fear. And so the thing that really makes them the happiest is just constantly being reassured, right? With the Knight of, or I'm sorry, the King of Wands, rather. I don't know why I was getting Knight of Wands energy. This is actually the King of Wands. But again, that constant reassurance, right, for stability, it really just speaks to my point more. That they don't have to worry that you're gonna leave, that they don't have to be defensive, that they don't have to prepare themselves for that sadness or that loss. They just want something that feels like a long-term, mature, passionate connection, which I think is again, great. No issues there. Let's go ahead and look at judgment. Show me judgment, please, for pile number 3 and their person. Any advice for pile number 3 and their person? Show me judgment. wow. The Lovers, the Three of Wands in reverse, and the High Priestess. I mean, guys, that is such a clear message. Good Lord. Okay, so first things first. The Lovers, make a choice, choose this connection, let your person know that you are open to them, that you aren't gonna leave them, that you're gonna continue to make that choice with them over and over again every day because they're your person. Let them know that, communicate that with them. Follow your intuition, do not wait around, okay? Check in with yourself, make sure that you're really taking care of the things that you need to do. You know what's going on here, you know how to manifest this, you're not stuck. You don't need to wait, okay? The Three of Wands is all about waiting. I hate it. I hate it. I don't think you need to wait in love. Move towards your person. Let them know that you choose them, that you understand that there's a high connectivity, a huge soulmate connection here, right? That you, it's inexplicable. You can't explain it, but they're your person. You don't even know why. But it is what it is. Tell them. Pile 3, tell them. Don't wait. Don't get stuck. Don't get stagnant. As I was shuffling, I saw the Eight of Swords come out underneath the deck. And so I had a feeling that there was going to be that like, don't feel trapped. You're not trapped. You're not stuck. You have a choice to make. You can move forward towards them or you can move away from them, right? But it doesn't matter. Use your intuition no matter what. And that's going to help guide you. But that will ultimately, you know, bring some sort of connectivity into the 3D if that's something that you're trying to do, or just really help you resolve some of the conflicts, bring some of this out, bring more harmony, intimacy, and connection in your relationship. Okay, Pile 3, this was your reading. I really hope that it resonated with you. Please let me know in the comment section down below what I got right, what I got wrong, anything else that you guys want to see in the future. I would love to hear it. Leave me a little star emoji in the comment section down below. Let me know that this was your reading, right? But otherwise, I hope to see you guys in the next one. Please take very good care of yourselves. Again, never rob yourself of your own agency. If you know this is something that that you have a choice to make about, just do so with a lot of introspection and grace for yourself, a lot of self-care, and just take very good care of yourselves, guys. As always, it's a pleasure to read for you. It's a joy and it's a dream come true to do this. So thank you so much for allowing me to connect with your energies. If you're interested in a private reading, check that out in the description box below. But otherwise, like I've said 3 times now, take very good care and I hope to see you in the next one.